So today let's take a look at using commas in our writing. A comma is used to separate parts. They're not complete sentences, but you do need some separation. So one of the first examples is when you have a list of things. That is, you're telling all the things that you're taking to the store, or that you bought at the store, or that you're taking someplace, or that you need. For example, I brought chairs, towels, toys, buckets, and shovels with me to the beach. So notice those are all different things. So here's chairs, towels, toys, buckets, shovels. So I use a comma in between each item so that you can keep track of the different items that I brought. Another example. The students brought their books, pencil, paper, and pictures to class. So that's the list that they brought. That is a large brown bag. So it's not so much the list, but two things that are describing bag. So since there's two things that describe the bag, large and brown, you separate them with a comma. Another type of one is when you have a direct address to a person. So it's kind of like you're sort of like trying to get their attention in the sentence. Molly, you need to finish up that project. So it's a direct attention to Molly. Andrew, where did you put your book? Again, it's a direct address to Andrew. This one we should all be familiar with. So in dates, addresses, and when we're writing large numbers, we need to use commas. September 24th, 2013. Between the city and state, we live in Livingston, New Jersey. 45,603,210. Now remember, we only do this in standard form. There is no commas when you are writing in word form. No commas. Let's take a look at a few more examples of when to use commas. We also use commas in a compound sentence. Now we use the word and, or, but, or so, among others, to separate the two parts of a compound sentence. As a reminder, a compound sentence is really two sentences that have been put together. So it's really two sentences that are being put together. Luke fell down at recess playing soccer, and he went to the nurse that afternoon. So he fell down at recess playing soccer. That could be a sentence by itself. He went to the nurse in the afternoon could also be a sentence by itself. So what did we do? We combined them. We used the word and the comma to indicate that he did both of those things because they go together. Shira was playing a game with her friends, but her brother kept interrupting them. Again, Shira was playing a game with her friends is a sentence. Her brother kept interrupting them is a sentence, but the ideas go together. So what do? Separate it with the comma and the word but. So you can use and, or, but, or so with different ways of doing it. An introductory phrase. So at the beginning of your sentence, you might have just a little something that you're leading the sentence off with. Before you go outside, you need to clean up the table. This is really what the sentence is about. You need to clean up the table. Well, when do you do that? Before you go outside. Yes, you may go outside when you're finished your homework. There again. Yes, you could do it without it. You may go outside without finishing your homework. But you use the word yes as the introductory phrase. Sometimes we put the phrase in the middle of a sentence, not in the introduction or the beginning of the sentence. Mike, his younger brother, wrote a nice letter to him. So it's really Mike wrote a nice letter to him, but we're letting you know that Mike is his younger brother. Take the binder home with you tonight. Well, which one? Take the binder, your math one, home with you tonight. So it's really, I'm taking my binder home, and I'm just letting you know which one it should be. The last instance when we do commas is in dialogue, but we're going to deal with that separately at another time. So dialogue is another big case for using commas.